and welcome back. If you're new, then welcome. Hi, I'm Grace. I'm 19 and I'm currently studying microbiology at the University of Leeds. I'm going into my second year in September and I'm actually moving back to Leeds in around a week's time, which I'm really excited about. Today's video is actually going up on two channels. It's going up on my channel, Biology with Gracie, and it's also going up on the Leeds FBS Student Life channel, which I manage. So go ahead and subscribe to both channels and make sure to check the videos out and leave any comments and likes. We'd really appreciate it. So today's video I've decided to film because I'm going back to uni very soon, and throughout the summer I've been receiving messages from you guys regarding university, accommodation, different things like that. So I thought I'll start by doing a little mini university series. Also on the Leeds FBS Student Life channel, we've got our first newsletter coming out. I think it's coming out on like the 7th of September, and our first newsletter is sort of like a general university one. So we've got like a packing list on there, some student recipes, introducing the interns, and lots of other exciting things. So I thought I may as well do a little video that we can put a link to into the newsletter as well. If you do want to view the newsletters that we're producing, although they're officially for Leeds students and Faculty of Biological Sciences students, please go ahead and check them out. I think they're really good. They're coming along really nicely. It's purely student based, like there's no staff interjections or anything. Obviously we've got staffing managers to check what we're doing, but it's purely student based. That's what they wanted us for at the end of the day. So yeah, if you want any tips about university, whether you're at university at the moment, going and starting in September, or just thinking about it at the moment, these newsletters may be something that you really want to look at or check out. So I will leave the link in the description box below. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on and get into today's video, which is 10 random but useful things nobody thinks to bring to university. So these are around 10 things that I found really useful, that I thought of last minute, or that I don't think many people thought of. Like in my flat, for example, I have these things, people are like, oh, that's such a good thing I didn't think to bring. So I thought, instead of giving you a really long packing list, I'll just give you 10 useful things that you may not think of. So if you do want a more comprehensive packing list, again, you can check out our newsletter. It will be coming out on the 7th of September. And when I get to university, I'll probably do a little room tour and so show you some of the things that I brought with me. So that will give you a bit more of an idea of what you want to take to university. But yeah, so let's get straight into the video. So the first thing that I actually brought to university that I found really useful was in fact a lanyard, and it's a lanyard that has a little clip on the end, if you can kind of see. And this was really useful to put my keys onto. So obviously I'm not sure about other universities, I think some you may get given lanyards, which is really helpful, but we didn't for my accommodation, and they just gave us our fob and our key and a little key ring. So I just attached the key ring to the little clip here. And I didn't usually like wear it around my neck. It was just, if it was in my bag, it was a lot easier to find sort of a big lanyard thing like this rather than some just keys that can fall to the bottom of the bag. So that made it really useful. When I walked up to my accommodation, I should just grab my keys straight away and get straight in, so I didn't have to worry about searching around my bag to find them. Also, student life, it's good to put a little bottle opener on. So in Freshers there are so many freebies flying around. I actually found, when I got back from the Freshers fair, I found like 10 of these in my bag. So I think some person who was like handing these out was trying to get rid of them and just like thrown 10 of them into my bag, which is a bit weird really, but handed them around the flat, which was good. When I came into my room as well and I put down my lanyard with my keys, it was a lot easier to keep this safe as well, rather than just keys flying around again. A few of my flatmates as well said that they thought it was a really good idea. Whether they did or not, I won't know, unless they were just being nice or something, but I found it really useful. So yeah, a lanyard is definitely something that I recommend. So the second thing that I brought that I found really useful, which kind of links to the first thing as well, is a small ceramic dish. So I put this in my room. When I walked straight into my room, my bed was right there, so I walked through the door and then the bed was just there, and we had like a little wooden storage bit at the back of the bed. So I put this on top of my bed, and then when I came in I could just put my keys and other valuables on there straight away, and then that meant that they didn't get lost in my bedding or in my room somewhere. It was just, I always knew that I'd put them here and that's where my keys were. So yeah, that was really good. Also put things like hairbands on here. Hairbands, you know, go everywhere. So if I was taking my hair out at night, I just put my hair ties in here. But yeah, you can put anything. So my one just goes bits and bobs. Also, most of this stuff is either from B&M or Wilko. Maybe 1 or 2 things are from IKEA, but top tip as well is to go to Wilko and B&M first, because they actually have stuff which is a lot cheaper than IKEA. Obviously the IKEA is like the big well-known home store, but definitely check online as well before you go uni shopping to see where you can get stuff cheaper at the end of the day. Shop around, save as much money as you can, you're gonna need it. But yeah, so a little small ceramic dish or a pot to put in your room where you can put your valuables. Number 3 is actually a wheelie shopping bag. Now you may think, whoa, there is no way I'm going to uni with a little wheeling shopping bag. No, that's too embarrassing. But you know what? Who cares? At the end of the day, like, it's made my life so much easier. For me, I went to Aldi, which is like a 20-minute walk, and I preferred going every now and again rather than often. So having this was so useful. It sort of folds down like that. It folds down better than that. I've just not done a very good job, but you fold it down like that and then it pops up like this. So it's quite a big bag, and it's got a little zip pocket on the front where you can put bits and bobs. And then it's just got all that space on the side there, so it's a really big bag, and you can just hold the handles, and then you see it's got wheels here, and just wheel it along. So I brought this and maybe like a rucksack and a little bag as well, so you can buy loads of stuff and bring it all back, and it's just easy to wheel along. You're not going to break your back or your arms, so honestly, just take it. No one really cares. But yeah, so that's something I recommend. I actually found that in B&M. It's pretty cheap as well, I think. But it was honestly definitely one of the most useful things that I brought, and nobody else had one. So number 4 is not something I can show you physically, but it's sort of more of a tip. And what I did, so when I first started university, I didn't do this, so I didn't think about it. But when I went into my second semester, I did do this. And it is in fact to bulk buy and all like your non-perishable food. So obviously this depends on how much storage you have in your room. I was really lucky in my accommodation. I was actually staying at Montague Burton in Leeds, and that we had loads of storage. So we had small cupboards and shelves like on the walls, and we also had storage underneath the beds. So there's just plenty of room basically. And what I did before I went back to uni is I went to the shops and I bulk buyed like pasta and tin foods and like rice, different non-perishables like snacks, things like that. That meant that when I went to uni, I only had to go shopping for fresh food and frozen food because I already had all the non-perishables I would need. Obviously it depends on the storage you've got in your room, as I said, and obviously I do understand that it depends on money and budget as well. So I went to Aldi, which meant that it was obviously a lot cheaper shop than say Tesco or Sainsbury's or whatever. So although it was sort of a larger chunk of money in one go, it meant that I didn't have to go shopping throughout uni and spend time doing other fun stuff. Also, if you're bulk buying, often there's deals going on as well, you know, like 3 for 2, buy one get one free and things like that. So yeah, that's just something makes life a little bit easier if you obviously are able to do it. So number 5 is coloured cutlery and crockery. So this is something that I actually thought about after visiting my boyfriend when I was still at sixth form. So he was at uni, so I visited him, and one of his flatmates actually had I think it was like blue pattern cutlery, and it's just so much easier to distinguish and identify what belongs to you. There was 9 of us in our flat, and everyone bar one other girl just had, as far as I'm aware anyway, just had plain metal cutlery, which was just a nightmare, especially if people didn't wash their stuff up straight away because it was just left on the sides. And if we had big like flat meals, then sorting out whose cutlery was which at the end was just a nightmare. So honestly, buy coloured cutlery and crockery. All my stuff is red. I've got red bowls, red plates, red cutlery, grater is red, my tin opener, like all different, pretty much all the things that I could get in red are in red, and it just made life so much easier. So that is definitely something I'd recommend buying. Just try and get coloured or patterned stuff so you can distinguish what is yours. So number 6 is crocodile clips, or clothes pegs, whatever you want to call them. So this is really, really useful if I open, say, a bag of pasta or rice or crisps or crackers, whatever it is. It's really, really easy. You can then just fold up the packet, put a little crocodile clip on, and it's sealed, it's sorted. Really, really easy. I use these all the time, to be honest. This is something that was really, really beneficial, so I definitely recommend getting some of these. These ones I think I got in a pack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got these from B&M. They're not the best because I don't know if you can see sort of how they're made, but this sort of goes in and sometimes this would snap, so I'd honestly just recommend using normal clothes pegs, to be honest. The only good thing about these is they've got a wider thing here, so yeah, just try and get some half decent ones. These are really, really useful. So leading on from that, number 7 is actually to bring some sandwich bags. So I think quite a few people remember to bring like Tupperware, but sandwich bag isn't always something people think of. So these ones are just from IKEA. So yeah, they've just got 2 different sizes here, so smaller and medium. I've also got some large ones as well. But again, these are just useful for food bits if it wasn't easy to close up a packet, or if, say, a bag of rice split or something. They're just really, really useful to have. I just reuse these over and over. Save the planet, guys. Yeah, they're really, really useful, so I definitely recommend getting some of those. Also, these ones as well, I will take one out, are really good. So they're pretty big, which is good. You open them up, and unlike ones where you have to have like a little mini cable tie thing, you can just seal them up like this, which is really useful. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting some of those. So number 8 is some radiator airers. So I didn't even know that these existed until I met my boyfriend. I visited his family home because they have these, and they're just so useful. Especially for me, I was really lucky in my accommodation that I had a washer and dryer in my kitchen for free, so I didn't need like a big clothes horse, like a big clothes airer. So I only needed sort of little ones for things that couldn't go in the dryer. So these are really, really good. If you don't know what they are, they've got these little things on the top and the bottom, and you just hang them onto your radiator like that, and you just hang things over and these are honestly so useful. So yeah, if you're not getting a big clothes horse, clothes airer, or you just want to get some of these as well, just for a few little things. Obviously they don't take up any space either, because you just hang them on your radiator rather than having a big thing in your room. So yeah, really, really recommend these. Number 9 is a bum bag. Now I think people do generally think to bring a small bag or a bum bag for nights out. They're really, really useful in that you can just tie them around, clip them at the back, and keep all your valuables really safe and close to you. But my tip is, basically when I was looking around for a bum bag, I find that a lot of them are really bulky. If they're small, they like go out really far, and they're just, or they're really big. I just want a really small thing to just put my phone and some money and keys in, to be honest. So I was in TK Maxx looking for some bags, and I actually came across this. Now, yeah, it's not the most attractive thing you've ever seen, but you know, it's black. People aren't going to be looking at your bum bag in the club, you know what I mean? And it's actually a cycling or running bag, so hence it's sort of got that sort of foamy texture that you kind of see in sportswear, I suppose. So yeah, I just thought this was really, really good. It's literally, I've just got like my cards in this little thing here, and then it's just really thin inside. So then when you do put it on, it literally just clips on like this. Get around that. And then it's just really flat. So it's pretty much like barely anything's there, and you just zip it up. And it was just so useful. It's really, really light. It's easy just to put my things in. I'd recommend trying to find sort of a thin running or cycling bum bag rather than a normal one, because yeah, it's not the most stylish, but we're not here for stylish. We're here for comfort and for ease, just like with the wheelie shopping bag. So another thing I forgot to mention as well, which I was going to tie in with the radiator airers, is actually some over the door hooks. So you may think, how am I going to put them over my bedroom door that's going to be locked at night or whatever? Well, put it over your wardrobe doors. Yeah, so wardrobe doors are really thin, so it doesn't go on properly. However, this is still really useful for hoodies and like dressing gowns, towels and things like that you don't want to be putting in your actual wardrobe. Like you don't want them taking up space. So this is really, really useful. I just hang it over my wardrobe door and then just hung all my things on it, and it worked really well. So yeah, I definitely recommend that as well. And then finally, number 10 is a cleaning caddy. So this is called a cleaning caddy, as it says here. It was from Wilko, and I use it for my toiletries. So whether you're in a shared bathroom or not, I think this will still be really useful. So I had like really big shampoos and conditioners, and I had my everything for the shower really, and I just put it all in here, went to the bathroom, came back, and it's all there. You don't drip wet anywhere, you're not ruining any bags. So again, this is something that's really, really useful and cheap as well, so I'd recommend that. Yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. So if you again want a more comprehensive packing list, then head over and sign up to our newsletter, which will be coming out very soon. And also make sure to just subscribe to both my channel, Biology with Gracie, as well as the Leeds FBS Student Life channel. I will link them both down below. And yeah, give this video a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed it and you want to see more university style videos. And again, comment down below if you want any other different videos, whether they're biology related or anything else really. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again very soon. Bye guys.